So today I am here to show you 3 really basic movements that you can do to increase your thoracic and shoulder mobility. And they're going to loosen out the muscles around the chest and the pec area, in through the armpit area, and all of those muscular structures that hold the scapula in place. So the first one we're going to do is just some rotation in the shoulders. So if you're standing here, you can take your hands by the sides, make your hands into little jam jar shapes. We're going to take them just slightly away from the body. And as we breathe in, we're going to rotate them out, opening the shoulders. And as we breathe out, we're going to rotate them in, rounding and closing the shoulders. So this is the basic movement. We breathe in, the shoulders roll back, the chest opens, we draw the arms back, palms are kind of facing forwards. And as we exhale, we roll them all the way in and around, broadening across the back. So we breathe in and we draw the arms back, chest is open, collarbones are broad, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. And as we breathe out, we do the opposite movement. We roll the shoulders in, palms face out. So breathing in, nice and slow and steady, breathing out. What can help when you're doing this is to engage your tummy muscles. So see when you're doing it, if you engage, if you strengthen the tummy muscles, does it make a difference to the mobility in your arms? And now we're going to add on the head as well. So as we inhale, we draw the arms back, we're going to take the gaze up, open the chest, open the front of the neck. And as we breathe out, tuck the chin to the chest, roll the shoulders in and forwards and around the spine. So inhaling, opening, and you'll feel that's a natural progression to add on the head. And exhale, closing it back down, rolling the shoulders in, head looks down. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding forwards and down. Just one more time. And then release and just swing those arms, let them get nice and loose, let them get floppy, give them a little shake there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is look at the chest. So I want you to take your hand just into the sternum. So if you think of your rib cage here, it meets up into that triangular point. Hand is just sitting into that sternum point there. And then I want you to bring your hand to the corresponding point on your back. So if there was a straight line through your chest, where would it meet on your back? And place your hand there. Now it could be the back of your hand, your palm, or your arm, wherever can meet there. And I'm going to show you from sideways on. I want you to imagine that there's a string coming straight out the front of your chest from that sternum point and straight out of your back from the point where your back is touching your hand. And from here, you're going to glide your torso along that line. So it's just like your chest is being pulled forward by the string and your back is being pulled back by the string. Chest is forwards, chest is back, chest is forwards, chest is back. And don't worry too much about combining it with the breath on this one. You might find that this is a really, really tiny movement when you first start it. And this is just about incremental change. So you're thinking about moving from the mid-back, from that thoracic area that's probably really stuck. And we're just trying to glide along that plane of movement there, in the direction of the string forwards, in the direction of the string backwards, without too much movement in the shoulders and the hips. And again, you can try to engage the belly muscles and see, does that make a difference? So just seeing what happens as we move forwards and back, trying to get a little bit more mobility into that targeted area and trying to build the proprioception, so our awareness of our body in space, so that our mind connects to that area that we're trying to move. Okay, release again. And the next element of this is we're going to place our hands onto our waist, and it could be the thumbs behind or the hands just here. And from here, all I want you to do is move your elbows forwards and your elbows back. Elbows are coming forwards, elbows are coming back. Forwards, the space between the shoulders gets big. Backwards, the chest gets broad. Elbows come forwards, elbows come back, elbows come forwards, elbows come back. I'm going to show you from the sides. So what I'm not doing is moving my whole spinal column at the same time. I'm trying to stay steady in my torso and just use the scapular movement here. So just getting movement of the scapulas from the elbows and the shoulders, trying to keep the spine as tall as possible. And this can be done really fast or really slow, just finding that movement. Where can you get just a little bit more movement? Another thing that you can do is to do this exercise with your back against the wall, making sure that the back of your shoulders touch the wall and the back of your hips touch the wall, and ideally the back of your head too. And then seeing how much movement you can get there. So at 10 to 20 repetitions of this is a good idea. And then we're going to release. We're going to swing it out again. Nice circles maybe, nice shakes. And then the last one we're going to do is standing cat-cow. So I'm going to show you from sideways on. My feet are hip width distance apart. I'm bending my knees quite deeply, like I'm sitting down into a chair, and I'm going to bring my hands just above the knees. Now you can see I haven't rounded my back here. My back is nice and flat, and there's a straight line from my tailbone to the back of my head. As I inhale, as I breathe in, I'm going to drag the hands back towards the hips, arch my spine, bring my elbows back and look up. And as I breathe out, my hands are going down towards the knees. I'm tucking my tailbone under, rounding my back and letting my head hang. So as I breathe in, hands come back, my bum sticks out the back, my chest opens, my shoulders go back, my elbows go back, my gaze is up. And as I breathe out, my tailbone tucks under, I round my spine and I look down, still pressing into my feet. Breathing in, drawing back, opening and looking up. Breathing out, rounding, softening and looking down. Keep the knees nice and bent. Breathing in, arching and looking up. Breathing out, rounding and looking down. Don't be tempted to straighten your legs. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And we're looking for the shoulder blades to draw together when we're looking up, and the shoulder blades to pull apart when we're looking down. Again, 10 to 20 reps of this. And then press into your feet, roll all the way back up. And once again, just swinging out of the arms, maybe bouncing out of the knees a little bit. Give the arms a little shake. And you're ready for the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll practice with me again soon.